you. Welcome back to our channel. The vlog that you're about to see is taken from my live Friday night show, which I host each week over on, I didn't know whether to say each or every then, each week over on Facebook at 7 o'clock. So you'll see me chatting along to my wonderful Sparklies. This week we're talking about beautiful brooches because here in the UK it is autumn and that means it's brooch season. Let's listen in. Field and it's Friday night. Woo! Hi everybody. Happy Friday. It's lovely to have your company on this beautiful Friday evening in September. Chilly September. We've got the back door open whilst I'm coming to you and so the puppies can run in and out, and it's cold. It's cold. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel that I was just getting into the swing of summer and then we had the rug pulled from under us, didn't we? Or the grass or whatever, and now it's autumn and I'm just not ready. I've got to say, I'm not. But one good thing about summer kind of moving out and autumn kind of moving in, because we're still in that sort of transitional period, aren't we? It's not quite summer, it's not quite autumn, it's autumn or something or something like that. I don't know. September's always kind of transitional month, isn't it? Because we can have a scorching hot September. We had a very, very warm couple of weeks last year. Do you remember? We were away, we were in Wales, and it was just scorching. And then you can have a September like we're having today when it's chilly, and it was something like 3 degrees, I think, this morning, which is crazy. Hi to Wendy, happy Friday, lovely to have your company, and happy birthday! Happy birthday for Wednesday, was it? I hope you had a fabulous day. Oh, sending lots and lots of love. Oh, happy birthday. I won't sing, don't worry. I won't punish you with that. Hello to Pauline, happy Friday, lovely to have your company. Wendy says sunny here now and cold. I know, yeah, it's been the same here. It's the kind of autumn day. If I was ready for autumn, I'd be thrilled because it's the kind of autumn day that I really like. So it's really sunny, nice and bright, just a little chilly nip in the air, and you want to kind of go leaf kicking, don't you, and put a jacket on. And yes, but I'm still not ready. I would be happy to to keep summer for a little while. Wendy says, thank you, Laura. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, it was Wednesday. Lovely. Oh, I hope you had a fabulous day. Hi to Elsa. Happy Friday. Happy lucky Friday the 13th. So I was going to say everything that could go wrong will go wrong tonight, but I'm going to tempt fate now. And 13 is actually always quite lucky for me. So we'll see. We'll see. It was lovely to catch up with today, says Elsa. Oh, thank you. It was lovely to catch up with you as well. It's lovely to see you both. Wendy says, I have my dressing gown on now. I've got to be honest, if I wasn't filming tonight, I think I would as well. Perhaps we should do like a pajama party live show with like a big dressing gown on next week, a hoodie and a scarf. Oh, I know. I just come home and put all the layers on. Happy Friday to Jeanette. Lovely to have your company. Georgina says, me too, Wendy. There you go. You see, we're all in our dressing. Perhaps I should nip and get mine. We'll have a pajama party. Jeanette says, happy Friday to you too. It's lovely to have your company tonight. So tonight, the good thing about it coming into autumn is that it is brooch season. Hurrah. So that is something to look forward to. And I know that we wear brooches all the way through the year, but when it tends to get a little bit cooler and we start wearing our jackets and our bigger coats, then we tend to wear brooches more, or I do. Tell me if you're the same. Linda says, hi all sparkle time. Hi Linda. Happy Friday. Lovely to have your company tonight. So I've been digging out the brooches. I've still got, wrong side, I've still got my daisy brooch on. So this is the way at the moment that I'm going to hang on to summer. I'm going to put my daisies here. So I'm kind of in the middle as well. So I've got the daisies here, but I've gone for my amber. I've got my amber acorn on, my amber hedgie, and my amber hedgie earrings. Elsa says, I'm sitting here in my warm leggings and blanket, very cozy. Oh, that sounds nice and snuggly. That sounds lovely. Well, we are Friday night naughties. Were brewing earlier with the puppies. So they were kind of running up and through and up to the window and out in the back garden. So the door is open. So I've just closed. If you've watched forever, which I know a lot of you have, thank you, then you'll know that, no, not last year, the year, anyway, 1 year, we've put curtains over all of our doors, because all of our animals have always had a thing about closed doors. So there are no doors that get closed, hardly any doors that get closed in our house. So to keep the warmth in, we've put gorgeous thermal curtains over every doorway. So I've just closed those because it was really drafty. I'm sitting in the dining room, which is my studio, and the next to the kitchen, and then we've got the back door that comes off the kitchen. Yes, so it was chilly. Those naughty doggies. Angela says, hi Sparklies. Hi Angela. I'm still here. My operation was cancelled. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh dear. Oh, I'm thinking of you. I know that you were kind of gearing yourself up for that. So yeah, I'm really thinking of you. I'm sending lots of love. I hope that gets sorted out and resolved in the way that you want. Oh dear me. Wendy says, I'm doing the same at the moment. A few daisies, yes, daisies, and my amber hedgehog, yes. 'Tis the season for amber. That's what we want, as well as brooches, isn't it? So I'm going to show you some brooches tonight. Some of these you'll have seen before. Some of these are new, which I'm very excited about. And you can tell me what you think. Linda says, Wi-Fi not good in Sheffield tonight. Oh, is it Linda or is it me? Sparklies, let me know if it's me, if I'm buffering a little bit. I'll just have a little look. It's looking like I'm fine here. I'm not getting any dropout. But do let me know if you're having the same as Linda. Let me know. And we can, I don't know, just keep our fingers crossed. Maybe Mr. Sparkles might be able to help. So Angela says, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Angela. Should now be the 19th of September. Okay, so that's not too long to wait, is it? Where are we today? The 13th today, aren't we? Okay, so just, yeah, a delay, which is very frustrating, I imagine. But yes, we're wishing you all the best for the 19th of September. Wendy says, Wi-Fi okay so far here. Elsa says, all good this end. Angela says, all fine and dandy here. Ah, okay, it might be Sheffield then. It might be the Sheffield Wi-Fi. There. So let's have a look at some brooches. So the gorgeous big agate brooches. Now, I think you will have seen these before. And they're a gorgeous sunset agate. The colours in these are just beautiful. Lots of red, oranges, some fabulous banding in there. They've got this rope edge in the silver, a nice pin. We've closed the back, so that's the back. So we're capturing all of the colour in that gemstone there, and it makes it really stand out. So let's just see. I was trying to, where haven't I got jewellery? There. So if I put that there, so you could have this orientation. You could also have this orientation. The pin is at the top, so it is designed for this orientation, but she's nicely balanced. So if you do wear her sort of portrait, then you're not going to get too much trouble from her. Pauline says, fabulous colours in that one. Thank you, Pauline. They are, aren't they? They remind me a little bit of a sweetie, although I can't think which sweetie it is. Oh, it's like a hard sweet. I don't know. I digress. You might be able to tell me. Tell me if it reminds you of the same thing. Angela says, lovely autumn colours. Thank you, Angela. They are, aren't they? Those gorgeous kind of burnt oranges, deep reds. I love them. So this one, Wendy says, beautiful colours. Thank you, Wendy. They're gorgeous, aren't they? A nice sizable brooch as well, this one. £85. And then we've got the same design and the same gemstone, a nice sunset agate. But this is like almost like a picture. So almost like a desert scape in this one. Much more pink. So we've got the pinky at the top, like a sunset. And we've got the deeper, it's sort of a brownish red at the bottom. This here you can see is my halo light. So you can see just those gorgeous colours in there. It's actually quite a nice representation on my screen, so I'm hoping it's the same as yours. The colours are actually coming through very well. Silver rope edge around that one as well. Wendy says, wow, thank you, Wendy. Gorgeous piece, this one as well. Now, if you did want to have a little bit of a Victorian feel, then this would easily pin on a nice piece of velvet at your throat. It's a really nice size for that. She would also, if you, not quite a cravat, but if you had sort of a cross of material here, then I think she'd look lovely there, because she is that nice big, she's got that statement size to her, and she's £85 as well. Now both of those are on the website, so you'll be able to find them. I think they're under Sunset Agate Brooch, if I remember rightly. Now a little bit different, the next one. So this is Rapunzel's Castle. Such a quirky little brooch. Pauline says, that one matches your outfit. Thank you, Pauline. Don't encourage me. Don't encourage me. I love brooches. When I go and see designers, they're always really surprised that I choose brooches, because, you know, not very many people, or, you know, not very many shops have them. But we have them because you all love them and I love them. And I think they just finish off an outfit. I think perhaps a lot of people are maybe, when they think about brooches, they think about sort of very traditional and that very traditional look, but we've got so many contemporary styles now that you can go traditional. I mean, the ones that I've just shown are quite traditional, but this is quite contemporary. So yes, Pauline says, yeah, that one matches your outfit. Gorgeous. Becky says, beautiful. Thank you. I bought an agate necklace in split. Oh, gorgeous. I love agates. And it's so nice, isn't it, to have a piece when you're on holiday and just think, oh, yes, that's when I was there. And it kind of takes you back, doesn't it? I love that, like a wearable postcard. Oh, that's amazing. So Rapunzel's Castle, Rapunzel's Tower. Now this is all silver, wonderfully textured, and a little heart on the door, and the door opens to reveal, I don't know if you can see that, but a tiny comb, a teeny tiny comb behind Rapunzel's door. And on the back, let me just close up this pin so we can have a see. Oh, ding. Somebody hasn't turned her phone off. Sorry about that. There we are. And on the back, can you see that's Rapunzel's hair? Isn't that lovely, with the bow on the end? Such an unusual brooch, really nicely formed. Oh, there you go. There's Moriarty. Friday Night Naughty's starting. There we go. So you can see that on. So very noticeable and just so unusual. I love just the difference of this one. £120 this one, and again the clever design in the middle to kind of pull your eye so you see all of this detail around the edge. Wendy says, that's lovely, thank you, Wendy. It is very unusual. It is, isn't it? Very, very fairy tale, this castle. I just love that. It's just wonderful. And then sticking with the silver, although this one is all silver, but she's got that little bit of enamel on there for the love heart. But the next piece is all silver, and she's just this wonderful dog rose with the thorns around there and the leaves. This is very traditional in shape and traditional in size, but just that little bit of a contemporary feel. And the silver slightly oxidized just to give that antique effect and bring out all of the detail. Let me just bring that in so you can see a little bit more closely. So we've got all those wonderful leaves with the texture on there. The flower, if you can see from the side, if I hold her there, is ever so slightly raised, so she's got the nice depth to her, and the frame around the side. Tara says, love that. Thank you, Tara. And then the pin across the back, and the pin, even though this is open work on the brooch, it's very cleverly hidden by the leaves. And I think that's wonderful. I keep going that side. I think that's wonderful. It's going to look really beautiful just on your jacket, on your lapel. Of course, don't stick to your jacket or lapel. You could always choose your sleeve or wear it at cuff length for just that little bit of difference. You can really kind of mix your brooches up. Just remember that if you are wearing on your shoulder, on your sleeve or on your cuff, to wear that on an outside jacket, because otherwise it's doom. When you're taking your jacket off. It works also if you've got sort of a light jacket on and then you're going to put a cape over the top. That works quite nicely as well with that side with the brooch. That looks really nice. So that one's £50. And then, oh, let me show you. Now this beautiful lady I premiered a couple of weeks ago, and the dragonfly is always such a fabulous choice and so popular. It's something we always get asked for at Adorn. Abalone in there, or power shell if you like, open work on the wings, all in silver again, a textured tail representing change, transformation and intuition, the dragonfly, which I just absolutely love. Now this one I also offer as a pendant, so you can have this as a pendant as well, and this beautiful brooch just sits. Look, absolutely beautiful. In fact, I'm telling a fib, but this is a pendant and a brooch because we fit the chain through the antenna. See, it's a good job that I don't do this for a living, isn't it? Completely forgotten. It's because the chain's not on there. So you put the chain through the antenna and she sits beautifully on the chain, so you can wear her as a pendant or as a brooch. And again, she's got that, how did I do that even when I looked then? She's got that really nice shape, so you can wear her almost like she's in flight if you wear her like this, because she's ever so slightly curved. Becky says, I do love the dragonfly. Thank you, Becky. Angela says, that's very pretty. And by the way, my friend loves her bracelet for her birthday today. Oh, I'm so pleased that she did. Oh, good choice. Please wish her a very happy birthday from us. Isn't it lovely when you make the right choice? There. So there she is flying through. And just, do you see the curve in that tail makes this design so clever, because that's how she's got the movement. It brings that real movement to the piece. I'm just going to have a little drink. And makes it just very, very special, which I love. This one is £75. And she is, she's in the shop. I don't think she's online yet. She will be though soon. The next one's a little seasonal, but it's never too early. I love the garnet berries on here, and I love the fact that the brooch is winter, not Christmas, so you could easily begin to wear her when winter comes around. Just pop her on there. Now the leaves are silver, well the whole brooch is silver, but the leaves are silver and they've got a matte finish to them, which just really brings out that texture and makes it look very, very wintry, almost frosted. And then the garnet berries on the bottom really pop, and it's a wonderful, wonderful contrast. Again, a nice size. We're not getting too big there. It's just still very noticeable, but a really nice one to wear. Quite a light one as well, because obviously when you're thinking about brooches, you're thinking about which garments you're going to put them on and how thick or thin that particular garment is, because you don't want anything too heavy for the garment that you're going to put it on. You don't want that brooch to kind of pull too much. So it's always the majority of the ones that I've got a couple of heavier ones to show you tonight, which would be better on a sort of cord or a tweed, but I'll show you. But this one is really nice. Jeanette says, love Holly. Thank you, Jeanette. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Wendy says, beautiful dragonfly. I like how you can have her as a brooch or a necklace. Me too. I love things that are also things. I think that's a very hard-working piece of jewellery. Pauline says, always love the dragonfly brooch. Yes, beautiful. Don't seem to wear brooches now, though, since I retired. Shame. That's it. Make it your winter resolution, Pauline, or your autumn-winter resolution. Just a really nice, because they do look beautiful on jackets, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a jacket. I mean, they'd look equally fab on your jumper if that's what you wanted to do. You just need to have a little think, because depending on the material, once you've worn a brooch, then you will always need to wear it. Well, you didn't need to. Nobody's going to kind of look at you that closely, but from my point of view, some materials, once you've worn a brooch, you will always want to wear a brooch because you can see the pinhole. But kind of a thick weave like I'm wearing today would work really well. You could easily put a brooch on there, so you wouldn't necessarily need a jacket. Georgina says we could wear them on our dressing gowns. Yes, I love that idea. You could be completely adorned at all times. Then you wouldn't mind fetching the milk in the morning, would you? It'd be all right. You could have your dressing gown on, have your brooch, feel a bit posh, just a couple more for your slippers, and you'd be fine. It'd be great. So this one is £69. And then speaking of the heavier ones, this is one of those. I love the colours in this. They're very, very gentle colours. It's a nice agate. I'm just trying to remember. Yes, it is an agate. So we've got the gorgeous grey brown at the sides, this wonderful sand colour in the centre, a really nicely made piece. It's got a nice weight to it, this one, a good block of silver, fully hallmarked for Sheffield on the back. Wendy says, yay, brooches on dressing gowns, fab idea. That's it. Next week, we're all going to be here, aren't we, in our dressing gowns with a brooch. We're going to look fab. It's going to be amazing. And we've got this beautiful, simple setting. So you can only see a tiny bit of that silver from the front and then all of that gemstone. All the attention on the gemstone there. Very, very simple in the design, but very impactful, I think. Really, really noticeable. And now this one, when I go and choose, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, I think you can. Can you see we've got on this side, actually, you can probably see a bit more, a little bit. Now this is what we call a fire stain. And basically when you've had a solder and we go into the pickle when we're making a piece, so in this case when we're soldering on this pin, when the piece has been made, you occasionally get a reaction, and this is, we call it fire stain, and this is what it looks like. Now this won't polish out, this just is as she is. These kind of things don't bother me in the slightest, largely because you cannot see it from the front. But if it's not your, if the kind of ultra handmade, which this is, isn't your thing, then this is perhaps not the one for you. But if it doesn't bother you and you kind of like that handmade feel, then that's absolutely fine. So we've got that gorgeous, gorgeous agate in there. £65 this one. And very nice. Sorry, I just thought I'd seen things out the corner of my eye. I thought one of the puppies was on the windowsill. So a really nice plain palette. Goes with lots of different things. And then back to things that are also things. We've got another brooch, which is also a pendant. Now I have this is the amethyst in that gorgeous cross shape. The pin across the back's been very cleverly placed on a diagonal, so not noticeable and still comfortable when you wear her as a pendant. I have her in the gold finish, so silver with gold over the top, and in the silver as well. Again, this is how she's designed to be worn, but you could turn her should you want to and wear her that way. And then she's got, let's pop that one down. She's got a very clever little integral bail, so when you wear her as a brooch you can't tell, and then when you'd like to wear her as a pendant you just pop your chain through and she's going to be fabulous as a pendant. Those two are £65 each. Amethyst, the birthstone for February, and all about temperance and balance. That's why the Romans used to drink from amethyst goblets, because they used to believe that you couldn't get drunk. And why the legend prevailed after the first attempt, I've no idea, but it did. So you can just imagine them, can't you, with their amethyst goblets and loads of wine and drinking, and oh, Commodus, you can't be doing it right because you're drunk, and oh, we'll have a go, Maximus. And yet it's still a legend, but there you are. Beautiful lapis lazuli in this one. Now the colour of lapis, oh, it's just so beautiful. It's had a long, fascinating history. It's been used for centuries, so it's often been ground up. When you see ornate text and scrolls that have been painted and they've got the really vivid blue lettering, that's lapis lazuli. And it's also been used for cosmetics, so for makeup and that kind of thing. But now we see it as a gemstone, and we very rarely see it used for anything else now. But what a beautiful gemstone, a really nice piece of lapis lazuli in this as well. You'll often commonly hear her called lapis for short, but her full name lapis lazuli. The gold that you see in there is pyrite within the stone, and that brings out this gold colour, so she's got a little bit of sparkle in there. So the really kind of sought after is the deep blue with that gold showing through there. You can get lapis without the pyrite, so, and you can also get her in a slightly softer blue, but most commonly she's this really gorgeous vivid blue with that gold in there. Elsa says, gorgeous, thank you, Elsa. Angela says, I could wear that at the footy. Spyrite blue, there you go. I never thought of that. The spyrites can be lapis. That's the jewellery we want for the football. Wendy says, a lively combination. It is, Wendy. Lovely, I mean, says Wendy. I think both descriptions, I think you're quite right. It is a very lovely combination, but it's very lively with this pyrite in the bottom. It kind of just lifts that blue, doesn't it? And the depth of blue there is just absolutely wonderful. A lot of the time you'll hear this, it's often used in novels. When I read, I'm always on the hunt for gemstones in novels, and Santa Montefiore, one of my favourite authors, she uses a lot of kind of gemstone and just to describe, and a lot of things in her novels are always lapis blue, and it's just such an evocative colour, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. £105 this one, 105. Again, all handmade, all in silver. The back is open, and it's just a really beautiful piece of lapis. Elsa said that would look lovely on a choker. It would, Elsa. Oh yes, look there in a midnight blue velvet. That would look just sensational, wouldn't it? Oh, beautiful. Really nice size as well. Not too heavy, this one. We have got a big gemstone in there, but it's not clunky or chunky. It's very nice, easy to wear, that one. And then next, we're going back to the plain silver for our wiggly salamander. Look at his little face. Again, gorgeous texture on there. Those splayed feet and the splayed hands, all hallmarked on the back, all in silver. That wonderful texture. Little drink, cheers. And this one's just really good fun. I think that's really, really lovely. Look, a nice little mini. So again, as I always say, if you're new to brooches and you don't fancy kind of jumping straight in with something big or a gemstone, something this size is a really nice size to go for, because, and something fun as well, because it just creates a talking point. You can have a little play, so you could easily be kind of climbing up your collar there, couldn't you? Let's just put him on that side so you can see. So he'd be, you know, kind of sitting there watching what's going on. He could be climbing up your arm there as well, couldn't he? It's just a really nice brooch to have fun with, this one. £60, the wiggly salamander. And then back to gemstones, and a gemstone that we come across from time to time is Bloodstone. It's got a superb green. It's an alternate birthstone for December, this one. A gorgeous, superb, deep, deep green. Very on trend this season. Angela says, any kitty brooches? Yes. Yes. But I don't know at the moment. I do a gorgeous, have you seen our cozy cat brooch? So if she's not in at the moment, then she will be back in probably towards the end of this month. So yes, almost, maybe I've got one, I can't remember, but definitely she'll be on her way back in. She's a really nice kind of that sort of size, and yeah, really beautiful. So the Bloodstone, then we've got this sort of deep red that gives the stone its name. Becky says, going back to the dragonfly, would it fit on the torque? I'm 90% certain I've popped her on the torque to try. I think she will sit on, am I wearing mine? No, not today. I can see myself. Start to check. I think she fits on the Love Heart torque because that's flat. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Are you there, Mr. Sparkles? When I'm doing the show, he puts his AirPods in, so I don't know if he's there. I'll text him and you can ask him to fetch my talk, and then we'll be able to see. Let's just send him a little text, and he'll go, "Why are you texting me?" The wonders of technology. There, we'll see. See if that pings up. So we'll check. Becky says, "Got you thinking, Gain. I like it." Yes, we will find out. Watch this space. Elsa says, "Could you put the little blue one aside for me?" I absolutely can. Thank you. She's yours. That's the lapis. There we are. So, oh, he's not text back. Maybe he's not watching on his phone. So where were we? The Bloodstone, yes, in that gorgeous shield shape. I just think that is absolutely sensational. £75, that one. And then the next one, we've just got a plethora of gemstones in here. This is the artist's palette. Now we do the artist's palette in the small with the enamel, and this one is a one-off piece, a little bit bigger. We've got the lapis lazuli in there again, the opal in there, the, ooh, what have we got on the end? What are you? Are you an agate? Let me see. Yes, an agate and a vasonite. So we've got a lapis lazuli, an opal, a vasonite, and an agate in there. Gorgeous colours, those blues and purples. Georgina says, "Oh, I adore that one." Gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely love this one. Wendy says, "Love the artist palette brooch." It's fab, isn't it? Gorgeous texture on the front there as well. Pin on the back, beautifully polished on there as well. And the artist's brush goes right the way across, and just those little frilly bits at the end. And it's almost like the artist just taken a step away from their palette for a moment, just rested down the brush and just stepped away to see how that painting is going to look. Absolutely wonderful. This one is £75, just double checking. And again, a really nice size. So if we're here, let's just hold her up a little bit, just to give you an idea. Let's put her in situ. You could wear her in the portrait orientation. You could wear her in the landscape orientation. The pin follows the line of the brush. So the pin behind is here. So you could easily wear her either way, in whatever orientation you liked. I think she's beautiful. Georgina says, "Please, could I have that one?" You absolutely can. Thank you. She's yours. I'll pop her one side for you. Absolutely gorgeous. And then more greens in this next piece. Look at the superb green in this. And I think our only gold finish one of tonight. Yes, she is. I'm just double checking. Beautiful. Now this is a green onyx, but I think she could easily pass for emerald, don't you think? She's really deep, dark green. Georgina says, "Thank you. You're most welcome." Thank you. Beautiful. And we've got the leaves around here, little laurel leaves, and the two tiny little green onyx on the bottom as well, just making that absolutely wonderfully bright, colourful. So let's just pop that there so you can see. Again, a really nice size, easily wearable. So again, if you're new to brooches or you fancy something just that little bit smaller, she sits so beautifully. She's silver underneath, she's gold over the top, and she's just wonderful. And again, easily wearable, however you'd like to do that. The colour of the green is so on trend. I just think Absolutely wonderful. It's very much an adorned green, this one, isn't it? And again, a one-off, as the majority of our pieces, in fact, apart from the dragonfly can reorder. Some of them are from collections, but they're collections that are retired. But all of the gemstones are ones and twos. The amethyst we've had similar before, but yeah, the gemstones are all ones and twos. Beautiful, beautiful piece, this one. Absolutely love it. The gold is so rich. So silver underneath, gold over the top to provide that contrast against the green. Just wonderful. Georgina says, gorgeous, thank you. £55 that one. And that's our brooches for the night. Just enough time to show you our ring of the week. And of course it is September. So we're having a sapphire ring of the week tonight, because sapphire is the beautiful birthstone for September. And look at this stunning ring. So wonderfully embellished. We've got the sapphires running down the centre in those beautiful baguette cuts, and then the diamonds around the top, almost like a tiara, this one. Just absolutely wonderful. I love her. So sparkly and pretty. She's in 18 karat white gold, and she's £1,820, 1820. Let me just see if I can tell you the carat weight. I've got bright lights in the studio tonight, so I'm just trying to make it out. I think we're about 40 points in the sapphire, something like that. Just an absolutely beautiful ring. She fits perfectly around your finger. Pauline says, oh, that is gorgeous. Thank you, Pauline. Unusual setting, isn't she? She really, again, pulls the attention through. And just very regal, I think, this one. Just absolutely beautiful. She would not look out of place as a tiara. I think she's stunning. The sapphires are beautifully deep in that wonderful blue, but they've got a nice vibrancy to them. They're by no means flat. They've got a perfect twinkle. Just absolutely wonderful. And she is our ring of the week. And that is our show tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been very, very wonderful to have your company. Now, we are going to be open tomorrow at dawn. That's Saturday. And then next week, our usual opening hours, Monday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. If you want to do catch up, if you missed any of the show tonight, then I'm going to post here on Facebook. I'll also post over on YouTube. And in YouTube, you can skip through. So if there's a certain part that you can kind of do that here, but you can search much better on YouTube. You can kind of go block along. So if there's a particular piece that you want to see again, then you'll be able to find it instead of watching the whole show. Watch the whole show again if you'd like to, but if you want to see a certain part when we're over on YouTube, and that'll be probably maybe 9 o'clock tonight. If I've got terrible Wi-Fi, then it'll be Saturday morning, but it usually uploads pretty much straight away. Thank you very much for joining me. Pauline says, thank you for a lovely show. You're most welcome. I love spending my Friday nights with you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whatever you're up to. If you're in Chesterfield, do pop in and say hi. Let us know what you're doing. I'm sending lots of love from my home to yours. Oh, I can't remember if I said hello to Leslie. Do you know, it's twice, Leslie, that I've almost got to the end of the show and not said hi. Oh my goodness. Hi to Leslie. Happy Friday. Can't remember if I did or not. If I did, you've got a hello twice. Alpha says, great show to catch up with everybody. Oh, thank you very much. That's so lovely. So, I'm sending lots of love then. I don't think there's anything else I've forgotten from my home to yours. And remember, until next we meet, say it with me. Eat, sleep, sparkle, and repeat. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. See you soon.